Good morning. I feel so late though, because I've been up forever. Hands down, the one that got the most sleep out of all of us was baby. Baby's a great sleeper. Oh, he's doing like fantastic in the bassinet. He had a few times, but like he went a couple hour stretches sleeping. The issue is I didn't, because he kept having these little choking episodes, which they said was normal. Even when, alarmingly, he like coughed up a bunch of blood at one point.
Dry blood.
Yeah, like old blood. But they said that's just because I bled so much and he swallowed it or something. He's still good. Checked out, everything's great. I feel fantastic. Other than some cramps now and then that are pretty intense. Like 90% of the time, I feel zero pain. And now we're gonna eat. Ben just ran all over town to get everything that I wanted. Avocado toast and
veggie scramble.
Yep, veggie scramble
And veggie patties.
And my Starbucks, of course. We are still on track. Yeah, it's like 10 a.m. right now, but we're still on track to get out of here just after 4. They have to keep him for 24 hours and do like one last round of tests at the 24-hour mark. So it'll be a little after 4. But now we have to spend the next hour picking the name because they're coming at 11 to pick up the birth certificate. Although we could just do what my mom did and put baby X and then just come back later and change it. We're ready. Our stuff is packed. Our shoes are on. They have our baby though. They are doing the last little check. So assuming that he passes everything, we're good to go. And I really hope so, because I already placed a pickup order. I can't wait.
Or not.
I'm ready. Well, if they're keeping us another night, I'm still gonna want it. So, bit of a fail though. I realized he only had one outfit and he threw up on it. So we have nothing to take him home in. I thought I was being smart by like packing so light this time because I didn't use anything last time. And now I look like a really bad mom because our baby is gonna be sitting naked basically in his car seat. Part of it though is also I was remembering at Rick's hospital where they provided you with like all the onesies and everything else that you could possibly need too. And they don't do that here. So my hair's so tangled. All that curling I did, and then 5 minutes in the hospital, pouring sweat.
This journey
Just
over the board.
Destroyed it. Okay, we're home. And I am so excited. I'm so excited. I can't wait for them all to be together. They're probably not gonna care. What are you guys doing? Hi. Actually, hi. Are you not excited? Huh? Excited? Guess what?
What's this, mommy?
Yeah. Look.
There isn't. It's the.
Huxley, come here.
Where is it?
Come here. Come here.
Wow.
What is it? Huxley, what is it? What is that?
New baby.
Wow, look at you. You want to see him? Eric. You want to come see him, Huxley? You want to come say hi? Here we go. Gentle. Good job.
Nice baby.
You want to touch him? Huh? Yeah. Good job. Just like his hair.
Gentle. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. Good boy.
We are home. We've been home since yesterday. They released us, pretty much right on time, a little after 4. And stopped to pick up smoothies for me. And got home. I have a little baby video of the boys all meeting, but they didn't care. Everett was interested. He's still very interested. Every time he hears him or sees him, he's like, what are you? And then he wants to poke him in his eyes and like pull his hair and stuff. Huxley does not care. I think today he looked at him for like maybe a solid minute. Otherwise, nothing. Costco has the little Starbucks pink drinks. I decided to go ahead and get them because coconut milk, they claim is good for breast milk making, but also obviously just hydrating. What else sounded really good right now is brownies. So I'm about to make some brownies. My appetite is always pretty low afterwards. I thought maybe it was just like the epidural and stuff last time, but I think it's you're exhausted, and that's, yeah, definitely how I feel. Especially, I need to watch the video back because I don't even remember how in detail I really got in the hospital hemorrhaging thing. Losing that much blood, I feel like just kind of zaps you. I remember in the immediate aftermath, while I was still bleeding, but not like understanding that it was a problem, like I just feeling like I could fall asleep right then. So Everett and new baby are sleeping, and Huxley is out with Ben. Ben is gonna be here. So today is Wednesday. Yes, today is Wednesday. And Ben, I think, is gonna be able to stay home tomorrow too, hopefully. Baby has his first appointment at 8 a.m. and I'm trying to convince Ben to come with me because he's never been to the pediatrician, not once. He has no idea where it even is or who it is. I told him that he needs to at least come with one of them so that the pediatrician doesn't think I'm lying about him existing. And it's at 8 a.m. And so honestly, I'm worried about me trying to drive and like juggle baby and all that by myself, if I'm being completely honest, because while he's a real good sleeper, I am not right now. We've got the Owlet, which I'm loving. And we've got the Snoo, which I love. And we have like a ton of extra precautions to ease my mind. So it's not as much even about breathing stuff and SIDS as my fears were with Everett and Huxley. It's actually because he just like his eating pattern was still really off until today when he's been gorging. But I was like getting him naked to like try to wake him up, stimulate him, get him to eat like every hour, because from the time we left the hospital at 4 until like almost 4 a.m. he was not waking up to eat. I got him to eat a little bit at like 7:30, but that was pretty much it. And so I was getting really worried. Finally though, at about 4 a.m. when I was really tired from being up every single hour trying to feed him, that's when he decided to wake up and be starving. And like every hour the rest of the night he was up and wanting to eat. My dad and stepmom are getting into town. I think tomorrow night is the plan. So then Ben can go back to work on Friday, which works out well because he does need to be in the office Friday. Now, of course, my mom is next door, and while she works, she has, let them all know that she's basically like on call because I can't lift either of my other kids for potentially 2 weeks, especially because of the hemorrhaging. I physically feel fantastic. I bought all of the same aftercare items that I got last time. I did not buy as many because last time I ended up not using half of them. But the things that I used and I knew that I like, I repurchased. I honestly don't think I'm gonna use a single one. Like I'm not even using a Perry bottle. I don't think I'm gonna use any of like the ice pads that I loved from Frida. Forcing myself to adhere to these strict rules about what I can and cannot do physically for that long is going to be very hard. Everyone who's like just contacting me, like everything is normal, and I'm realizing how many people obviously I haven't told like almost anybody because it just happened and it feels like it didn't even happen. Yeah, so like people are messaging me about completely other things and I'm like, oh hey, yeah, by the way, here's this picture of my baby. He came. We're already back home. He came in like 13 minutes. The demolition has finally been completed, not by me, but Ben and my dad. looks much better. And I'm in the process of power washing the front porch, which is also making a big difference. So my dad and my stepmom are here, and they've been here for a few days, and they do not sit still. While they're helping me with the kids and everything else, postpartum, they are also doing the absolute most every single day, including putting together some of the stuff that I've ordered recently, like this picnic table, right? That is going to go outside by the playhouse. Always have a little spot to have lunch, but for right now, it's inside. I'm waiting on a cover that I ordered for it. And this cute little umbrella also is definitely going to need to be covered, or it's going to be ruined in a couple months. So we're just eating our breakfast at it. Yeah. Huh? The table? Oh, you want your purple egg? Okay, go get it. So, yep, just having breakfast at our picnic table inside the house. I think right now they are in the front yard doing a bunch of landscaping. My dad is like cutting up fallen trees and burning them, and my stepmom is planting a bunch of hostas and other stuff that she brought for me from Michigan. They've just been working like crazy, deep cleaning parts of the house and doing all this laundry and working on projects with Ben. And yeah, I am now, so we're 1 week. Your brother's 1 week old. A big hug. Good idea. So 1 week postpartum. So one more week of this and I can pick up the rest of the kids and everything else. Yeah. Mm-hmm. His hair. Yeah. All done? He is happy. Yeah. He is happy right now. He likes Huxley. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, big brother. We've got a dinosaur fight going on. Ignore that. I just have to say, this whole set was gifted to me by the company for Huxley's arrival. And so I used it again. It's the swaddle for baby, the hospital gown for mom, and the pillow case cover. And again, I was in the regular hospital provided gown for the first like day-ish. And I just have to say, like, this design is so much nicer. The whole fit of it, the buttoning in the front and the back, the easy access for breastfeeding, like all of it just feels more comfortable and more, I don't know, dignified or something. This is not sponsored by them. Again, they sent this to me like 2 years ago, but using it again, I would absolutely purchase this myself if I didn't already have a set. I do think it's totally worth it when you're in the hospital setting and just looking for any way to, like, I don't know, feel a little bit better. Okay, you can give him one. Thank you. That's just gonna help us build? Okay. Good job.
What better time to play
Mama.
Yeah. Be gentle.
Thank you.
Oh, you tickling him.
See you.
Gentle. He seems so much more alert and aware. It's wild. He'll be 2 weeks in like 3 days, but it already feels like he's just changing so much so fast. We are already 9 days postpartum. He's, over a week old. My dad and stepmom just left. I still have a few days. Next Monday is when I'm 2 weeks and can like resume at least the lifting I was doing and the exercise, whatever I was doing prior to giving birth. And it cannot come soon enough because, like I said, I feel like 100%. So it's so hard to keep reminding myself that, like, internally, what I'm not seeing and feeling, like, I do need to just let my body focus on healing and everything. Thankfully, Everett and Huxley have been generally pretty easy and good. Everett's teething, so there's that. But otherwise, we made it work with the help of my family. I'm getting more sleep now than I was like the last 2 months of my pregnancy when I was just so uncomfortable. So that's good. And Thatcher would sleep all night long. I think I've talked about that too. He is too good a sleeper. And so I have to wake him up to feed him. And he's definitely gaining weight still. So that's good. That's not a concern. He feeds like crazy right before we go to sleep and like crazy when he wakes up. But nighttime, nope, he is just out. The main issue that I'm still going through right now is just breastfeeding. My supply is crazy. Don't want to complain about it, but it is excessive. It is way more than I should be making right now. And it's really painful. If you have ever been, an overproducer, you know, all hours around the clock. I feel like my days have been dictated by pumping and nursing and pumping and nursing. I was a steady, maybe slightly over producer with Huxley and was able to have this huge reserve, which I loved. And I'm loving it already. But like, to give you an example, we're 9 days postpartum and I've already gone through an entire box of milk bags. I come downstairs every morning with like 4 full bags because I'm just up all night. I feel like at least an hour in the night pumping. So the plan for the next few days is that my mom is going to be around more to help with just like the boys, like lifting them in and out of high chairs and cribs is the main thing I can't do. I'm going to kind of try to ease back into work a little bit, have just a few dog bookings coming up. I don't know if I've talked about how much I gained this pregnancy, but it was like the exact same as last time. So it's pretty much 60 pounds. A little Mohawk baby. Hi. Those cheeks and that hair. He doesn't really look like a newborn. Not a small amount. Huxley, I was really freaking out about it and then had like no trouble with it just falling off afterwards. So this time around, I tried to remind myself. Oh yeah, there's gas. Tried to remind myself that that was the case. And to just accept the changes and know that it makes for a healthy baby and go with it. Easier said than done. At the 1 week mark, I'd lost 25 pounds. So now I think we're at like 27 or something. You are hungry, look at that. So I'm feeling good about it. I don't do anything to try to lose the weight at this point. So I do not attempt to diet or exercise or anything like that for a while. When I do decide to actually focus on working out a little bit with the intention of getting back to pre-pregnancy size, I'll let you guys know how it goes and what works for me. It's just fascinating what our bodies can do like completely on their own. He looks so much more like Ben to me than Huxley did. It's funny. He's like a little mini Ben. I also have to confess that the postpartum hormones I remember so distinctly from Huxley are like, they're as bad. Thinking about how they're all growing up and Huxley is already 2 and like a little person and talking and doing things. And I think this is like my favorite stage. I mean, this is also my favorite stage, but when they can communicate and do things a little bit for themselves but are still like completely innocent. I think like this little like 2 to 4 maybe. Well, but 2, he's still a little bit of a baby. I just feel like I'm going to want to press pause on every one of my kids when they're about his age. And also like looking back at pictures of the other 2 as babies is just like devastating to me right now. And so then like looking at him and knowing that in like the blink of an eye, he's going to be where they're at. And then they're going to be just all of it. Okay. The emotions are huge right now. I think they're always there for moms to an extent, just the knowledge that our kids will grow up. I know that it's meant to be like a huge honor and a joy and how lucky we are to watch them grow. But man, right now that is a hard thing to stomach, that this sweet, tiny little thing is going to be an adult someday. Oh, it just kills me, and it happens so fast. I know. I don't know how parents do it. I want you all to just stay babies and kids forever. Any day now, Everett is going to be walking, and it's already like, it's just crazy. It also makes me just like extra thankful that I have the life I have where, oh, we're about to lose it. I get to be with them like 24/7. And even though sometimes I miss some freedom, no, there's nothing I would change. This is definitely how I want to raise my kids. Present 100% of the time. Anyways, that is pregnancy hormones for you, for sure. It's so perfect.